in this video, me and the piggies will take you along in a typical day in the life of the guinea pig herd, featuring all of the best bits of what they get up to from morning till night time, and the daily care tasks that human, me, has to keep up to. So in case you're new here, introductions please. I have 3 female piggies. We have 2-year-old Phoebe, her sister 2-year-old Roxy, and the newest addition to the herd is 7-month-old Callie. The pigs require a lot of care, so let's get started with the morning activities. And the first thing I always start the day with is slowly sneaking into the piggies' room and spying on them. It's not weird, I promise. This morning, Roxy was in the tunnel pretending not to notice that she's being watched. Once I've been caught out spying, I say a quick hello to Callie and Roxy. Phoebe, on the other hand, obviously didn't feel like getting out of bed today. And if they're feeling friendly, I'll give someone a tickle before we kick off with the morning chores. Nice one, Phoebe's decided to get out of bed. Good work, pig. With the curtains open, everyone's minds turn to one thing: breakfast. Phoebe and Roxy will literally stand by their pellet dish waiting for me to come and fill it up. I'll wash away yesterday's water and make sure it's fresh and clean. And before they get too impatient, I'll fill up their bowl with a handful of pellets. These are the science selective grain-free ones, which they really enjoy. Whilst the piggies are enjoying their pellets, I'll change out the water bottles for them. Callie isn't as demanding as the other two when it comes to breakfast, but once they've had their fill, she'll come up and grab some pellets for herself. The next job of the day is spot cleaning the cage. So our setup uses these waterproof pads on top of the fleece liner, which are ideally placed to catch most of the rogue piggy poops around the cage. So I just empty these into the rubbish bag and sweep up any other poops with my dustpan and brush. After that, I reposition the beds and hideys in the cage and shake off any loose hay before moving on to the next job of the day, which is topping up the hay in their litter tray. First of all, they get some fresh meadow hay, which they normally start tucking into straight away. This is followed by some of what I call their luxury hay, which is their Timothy hay. And after breakfast part 2, it's time for their morning treat, which is a couple of pea flakes. And they are so tuned into the sound of me picking up the pea flake jar and unscrewing the top, they know what's coming right away and they get into position at the front of the cage. But I'm not going to make it easy for them. They have to work for their pea flakes by doing some good long stretching and circle tricks, which never fail to put a big smile on my face because they are a trio of utterly adorable furry potatoes. With the morning excitement over, it's time for bed again. If only I could do the same. Guinea pigs are most active in the morning and the evening, so they spend a lot of the day relaxing and just chilling in the cage. If I'm home, I'll pop back every now and again for some mood-boosting strokes. If I'm out all day though, then they'll enjoy uninterrupted peace and quiet, and I'm sure they spend a lot of it asleep. Evening time brings some more chores for me, so this is when I'll usually change out their litter tray, which always perks up the piggies and they like to explore whilst Human is busy cleaning up their mess. As you can see, they do most of their peeing in the litter tray on the newspaper, so it's really important I clean this out every day, disinfect the bottom and replace the newspaper. This is followed by more fresh meadow hay. And whilst the piggies dive straight into their hay, I do a bit more spot cleaning and rearrange the items back in the cage, making it all nice and fresh and clean again for them. And they'll also get another sprinkling of the luxury Timothy hay on top of their meadow hay. Sometimes I pop some Timothy hay in their wooden log roll as well, just so they've got another spot to munch on some hay, which Phoebe is very much enjoying. And once I'm done cleaning, I sweep up any hay that's fallen on the floor, otherwise it really does get everywhere. With fresh hay to munch on, the piggies are quite active as it gets later on in the day. In the evening, I'm usually working on my PC in the piggy room, and it'll reach a point where I suddenly start hearing a lot of commotion behind me, and it's the piggies' zoomy time. So this is one of their most active times of day, and they will popcorn and run up and down the cage. And of course, I can't resist encouraging them, so I'll usually get out a nice crinkly bag, like this one with their dry forage mix in, and I'll scrunch it up and shake it above their heads, and honestly, it's so funny watching their reactions. Yes, empty. Next up is the pigs' veggie time, which of course is one of their favourite times of the day. Today they are getting red pepper, which is great for vitamin C, some cucumber, something new, which is a bit of parsnip, and then one of their favourites, some sweet gem lettuce. Please. Come on in. They are always mega excited to get their veggies, and Roxy especially will squeak the house down if she doesn't get them as fast as possible. As always, they are very demanding, but I mean, just look at those noses. Tonight, I've decided to get the piggies out for a bit of lap time whilst I give their veggies. This is a really great way to work on taming with them, as they'll really start to associate you with food and realise that being out of the cage isn't so scary after all. All of the piggies get their fill of their favourite veggies and are happily munching away on their fleece blanket. Phoebe even found the veggie refill station. But nobody seemed keen on the parsnip. I don't think we'll be bothering with that one again. There's definitely something very therapeutic about guinea pigs just munching away. If you agree, let me know in the comments. And after dinner, we'll get some snuggles before bedtime, which always makes Human very happy. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed watching a day in the life of the piggies, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!